Hotep, and good morning. Friends, students, alumni, esteemed members of the Board of Trustees, Vice Chancellors and Cabinet, Deans, new Provost Whitehead, and of course, faculty and staff colleagues, it is an honor once again to welcome you on behalf of the North Carolina A&T State University Faculty Senate. The Faculty Senate is comprised of a faculty member from each and every academic unit on campus. As the main governance body of the faculty, our job is simple: to advise the administration on any matters pertaining to the institution that are of interest of and concern to the faculty. The Faculty Senate represents the faculty, not the students, who we love, not the administration, who we cherish, not the trustees, who we respect, nor the alumni, who we honor, but the faculty. As such, from this point forward, we will all refer to the Senate and the faculty as one and the same. The Faculty Senate is the faculty. The faculty are the Senate. Senators get to vote, but every faculty member has a voice. That said, I'd like each elected faculty senator in attendance here this morning to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. I'd also like to recognize Mrs. Nina Ingram, the Senate's administrative genius, along with my immediate predecessor, Dr. Linda Florence Callahan from the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, who are with us this morning. Would you also please stand? Mrs. Ingram. Thank you. You may be seated. Perhaps the most important measure of any organization is its ability to sustain itself and thrive while adapting to changing conditions, circumstances, and challenges. Throughout its storied and proud history, the North Carolina A&T State University faculty has acknowledged its responsibility to this great university and to the larger African American community that it has served. It is in this historical context that the current faculty pushes forward toward a vision of an authentically preeminent institution of higher learning, led by academic professionals to new and transformative experiences in discipline and service. Indeed, the struggles, sacrifices, and spirit of those who fought for this institution have not been in vain. Those battles fought and forgotten have positioned this faculty to actualize the rhetoric currently being regurgitated throughout higher education across this country involving shared governance. In my experience working on behalf of the faculty over the course of the past year, Chancellor Martin's administration has demonstrated itself to be one that believes that the surest route to victory is together. My role, along with a number of dedicated and fearless colleagues whose work you can engage in our annual report, has been to encourage and nurture that belief in administrators, staff, and faculty alike to foster real, meaningful ways that such belief can become reality. As you will see, over the simple course of one academic year, this faculty has done just that. The Senate convened 8 times last year and hosted 4 university-wide special forums intended to facilitate dialogue on a number of critical faculty issues. We coordinated a 6-page formal response to the UNC Strategic Directions Initiative. I was appointed to the Faculty Advisory Council, the faculty group charged by the chair of the UNC Faculty Assembly to advise the Strategic Directions Initiative committees. On October 4th, 2012, the Senate called for a comprehensive study into current university policy on faculty workload and salary equity. That call led to a viable workload policy draft, which both clarifies faculty and administrator responsibility and gives each dean the flexibility needed to meet the university's academic mission. That call also led directly to the ongoing university-supported comprehensive study of faculty salary equity, prompted by a critical analysis of salary data conceived, conducted, and disseminated by faculty members led by Dr. Michael Roberto from the Department of History. Similarly, this faculty's concern with and examination of administrator accountability throughout its schools and colleges initiated a university-supported evaluation process and instrument for faculty members to evaluate department chairpersons that is currently being reviewed by the UNC General Administration for immediate implementation. And that's just the beginning. It was deliberation and dialogue among the faculty that birthed, to my knowledge, the first faculty statement on shared governance in the history of this wonderful institution. We've adopted a model for Senate activity which incorporates the professional and personal lives of faculty and opened the Senate floor for discussions of what shared governance can and should look like right down to the departmental level. Procedurally, 3 standing committees of the Senate have led the way. The New Programs and Curricula Committee, chaired by Dr. Sheila Whitley from the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication. The Educational Policy Committee, chaired by Dr. Radia Minor from Animal Sciences. And the Handbook Committee, chaired by Dr. Tony Graham from the Department of Built Environment. Thanks entirely to our efforts, the faculty is now formally represented at the regular monthly meetings of the North Carolina A&T State University Board of Trustees. In many ways, a review of this critical year whispers of an unmistakable opportunity that lies before this faculty to honor our efforts and those whose work is destined to go unrewarded by making sure that neither goes in vain. As the intellectual leaders of this institution of higher learning, the faculty must take the lead in achieving Preeminence 2020 goal number 1, developing and maintaining an intellectual climate on this campus reflective of the brilliance of its students, faculty, and staff. As such, the Senate looks forward to leveraging a number of existing faculty-driven initiatives toward that end during the 2013 and 2014 academic year. The faculty meets the fourth Tuesday of the month in the Academic Classroom Building Auditorium at 3 p.m. At last year's Faculty Staff Institute, I stood right here and encouraged everyone, not just faculty members, but everyone to get involved. Today, I stand here with a thank you. With your help, we are systematically silencing the haters who only want to complain and criticize, so that the joyful noise of those of us with something to contribute can be heard from Dudley Street to Dowdy, from Richard B. Harrison Auditorium to Raleigh, from Martina to Malawi. Without question, there's a tremendous amount of work to still be done. The beginning of this contemporary movement towards broad-based faculty participation is, after all, only a beginning. Although I'm excited at the mere prospect of a fully engaged, vibrant faculty energy that both enables student success and transcends the classroom, I'm reminded that the time for celebration is not yet at hand. Now is the time for perseverance, for innovation, for resolve. Amidst a world of turbulence and uncertainty, now is the time for community. Perhaps, just perhaps, preeminence lies in the journey. Thank you.